Hi, my name is John Englehorn, and what I'm going to do for you today is show you how you can grill steak. What I'm serving it with is a red onion marmalade. So let me get started. I've got my pan preheated. I'm going to julienne my onion, all right? Cut off both ends, give it a quick little peel. And for two steaks, I think I'm just going to use one onion, all right? And you don't have to be so precise. The thinner the onion, the quicker it'll cook. All right, so now our onion is chopped, sliced. We're going to add, about a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil to the pan. And get that nice and hot. And into that, just take it up right in. So we're just going to let that go for a little while. You're going to be careful as to not to burn the onion, all right? Tossing it to coat it in all the oils so the oil can get on all of it, all right? What I'm going to do now is I'm going to season that, all right? So we're just going to add a little bit of kosher salt, again, using kosher, all right? I want my onions to start to caramelize before I add my balsamic vinegar, because you're caramelizing the natural sugars in the onion. And what we're going to do to help that along, all right, so we don't want all that moisture to evaporate. We want the moisture to start breaking down. So I'm going to cover that. And we're going to let that sit for probably about 5, 6, 7 minutes, all right? And probably stir it once or twice during that time. Now what I want to do is I want to season my steaks. I always like to put a little bit of oil on everything. It helps that sear, that wonderful sear that we love to see. What I'm seasoning this with is a mixture of salt, all right? So we're going to have a little bit of salt. Feel free to be liberal. It looks like I'm adding a lot of salt, but during the cooking process, a lot of what you add comes off, all right? I'm going to add some pepper to this. Now, what I'd really love to add to steak is a little bit of chili powder. Tell you what, this is how we measure everything in the kitchen. This is our measuring spoon. So we're going to add a little bit of chili powder to that. And now when I'm adding a little bit of cumin, okay? About a teaspoon of cumin. Right. Again, just a little bit. Basically what we're doing is we're giving it a little southwest kind of kick to it. All right, we're going to flip them over and we're going to repeat the process on the other side. With a little bit of salt, cracked black pepper, chili powder, and a little bit of cumin. Okay, it's starting to break down, starting to cook, getting that translucent look to it, so to speak. So I can go ahead and crank the heat up. All right, so it's starting to get a little bit sizzle now. All right, we're just going to let that go for a little bit longer. Probably got about another 5, 7 minutes, okay? I want to see some caramelization on those onions before I go any further. So I'm just going to crack that a little bit. I want the moisture to start evaporating, so that we can really start getting that caramelization going. We got a nice brown going on there. All right, so that's exactly what we're looking for. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add, about 3/4 of a cup of balsamic vinegar. All right. And to that balsamic vinegar, if we didn't add any sweetness to it, it would just be incredibly bitter. So I have about a 1/2 cup of brown sugar. And I'm going to add the brown sugar to that, all of it, all right? As it cooks, it will reduce and it will create this beautiful syrup. All right, so we're adequately heated now. And we'll take the steaks right onto the grill. All right. We're going to close the lid, wait about 6 minutes. We're going to turn them, and we'll have our classic grill marks on this steak. Okay, let's take a look. We're going to take our steaks. We're going to give them that 1/4 turn so that we can get those classic grill marks. All right. And we'll Close the grill back down. We're going to wait probably about another 3 minutes. Let's take a look. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. All right. And we'll close that and we'll let that sit for about another 3 minutes and give it that half turn. And we're going to let that go for probably about another 2 minutes. Our steaks are now done. However, it's not time to eat. What a lot of people do will take right off the grill, right onto the plate, and we start eating. And what you want is to let it rest. All right. As the meat rests, the juices that are in the meat start working their way back out towards the sides. Take a look, and we probably have about 5 minutes left. The key is that the bubbles start getting bigger. All right. And you notice that they start getting bigger and they start working their way up the sides. That's telling you that you're getting close. The liquid is getting thicker, that you're creating those bigger bubbles. It's really good. Now you don't want to take this down too much, okay, because as it cools down, it's going to solidify, it's going to start congealing. And you don't want to serve it straight hot, okay? You want to let it cool down a little bit. So we probably have about another 3 or 4 minutes to go on this, and that'll be done. Our marmalade is thoroughly done, so we're just going to cut that back. We're going to turn that heat all the way off now. Our steak is done. Let's take our steak, grilled vegetables, all right. I'm going to take our marmalade, and we'll just put that right on top, and all that juiciness just drips all over. It's going to be absolutely marvelous. Just to recap the time on this, it takes about 20 minutes for the sauce from the time you put the onions in your pan and add all the other ingredients. The steak, you're looking at, depending on the temperature that you prefer your steak cooked at, that really varies. It'll probably be about 7 minutes per side per steak. So you're looking at 14 minutes cooking time. Give your steak another 5 minutes to rest, and then you're done. Perfect.
For more recipes and cooking tips, visit our website or subscribe to our podcast.